what's up? It's me, Jessica J, and I was just wondering if you've ever sat and thought to yourself, Meta Cutie, come here. Jessica, how can I get her obsessed with me? Well, if so, I'm glad you asked, because today I'm going to go over 3 things you could do right now and from here on out to get any woman totally obsessing over you and totally thirsty over you. And if you stay till the very end, I'm going to give you a bonus tip that's for any guy who feels like he's losing her right now, or a guy who knows that he's got a lot of competition. And to make sure you never miss out on another opportunity to get and keep the women you want or another one of my videos, don't forget to hit the subscribe button with the notification bell. Okay, basically, what is obsession? It's somebody who can't eat, can't sleep, can't function without you. And you're like all we think about, like all day. Really, this comes from a place of triggering a woman's emotions so much that it overrides her mental capacity to function or realize that you're not that great to begin with. I'm sure you've seen plenty of men who really fucking suck and have still gotten really cool chicks. But you, if you're here, you don't fucking suck and you deserve cool chicks. At the very least, you deserve the women you want. So let's get right to it. And what I'm gonna go over today is an exact preview and template to my entire Speak to Spark Arousal system. So if you want to go in depth into knowing how to always trigger a woman's override response, check it out at speaktosparkarousal.com. Okay, so the first one is framing the me and you. Okay, so what do I mean by that? Well, how do we trigger anybody's emotions from the door? At the very least, we need to be able to feel a connection to you. That's how we first start having feelings for you or from you. It's why we're able to have feelings for somebody we see on the screen who has never fucking talked to us in our lives, or the reason we're able to just feel your energy and emotions, no matter what they are, when you're directing them towards us. So when I say frame the me and you, I mean frame all your conversations with your personal relevant experiences plus her personal relevant experiences. Talking about your jobs or the weather or like how great it is now that it's fall. These are things that we do not have a personal connection or emotion to, unless we're talking about me and Game of Thrones. But either way, the way to create a knee-jerk response and connection with any woman on a universal scale is to frame the me and my personal experiences as a human being, my thoughts, my feelings, and her thoughts and her feelings. For example, I'm sitting here and I'm not wearing any fucking pants. I bet you didn't know that. What are you wearing right now? Whether or not you yourself are wearing pants or not wearing pants, because I gave you my personal human experience in the moment, you were able to create a knee-jerk response to me, no matter what your answer was. Am I right? And you and I'm not sitting there with you. However, I created that connection. And that's how you can create those knee-jerk connections with women. And it'll work to your advantage because we rarely feel connected with other people this day and age. So at the very least, if you're somebody who can create a connection with her, she will think about you when you're not there, which is the first step to obsession. The second step is making her laugh. I'll tell you right now, I heard this somewhere. I always try to verify if it's true. I think it is. However, did you know the same chemicals released in your brain when you and I laugh are the same exact chemicals released in our brain when we come? So that's why women are like, oh my God, I just like want a man who like make me laugh. But really, we're saying we just want somebody to pound us the fuck out and pound down. So it's not enough to just create that connection, because we can, have these fleeting momentary connections here and there. But when you take that feeling of connected and raise it up a bit, turn up the notch, and make her feel not only connected, but now feel positive about you. Now she's associating you with the good feelings deep inside her, and she'll want you very soon deep inside her. But whatever you do, please don't force it. If you know you need a way to find your funny, check out all my examples at speaktosparkarousal.com. And the third way, again, stay to the bonus, because you may be losing out on a girl as we speak and it might be too late for this. However, the third step is the absolutely necessary step, which I actually talked about men completely doing without this step in my last video, is getting flirty. Okay, so the first step was frame it in the me and you. What you're gonna do in this third step is add the us component. A lot of guys don't get flirty because it feels too forward. And it feels too forward because they think the only way to be flirty is to talk about fucking. And that's not true. Flirting, at the very least, is introducing the concept of us. So whether or not you meet at the dog park and you're like, oh my God, you know, your dog seems to really like me. Or even, oh my God, are we having our first fight? We're so cute. Framing the us plants the seed in our mind that gets us thinking, oh my God, could we like get married? I think so. Even if she doesn't want marriage, there's something in our biology as women that makes us think, oh my God, he's leading us to us. I should follow. I'll tell you right now, I have a friend in the industry. Bless his heart. He is not the best looking. He's got awful breath. And he's been married for 20 years. However, I attended one of his boot camps to be a guest speaker. And granted, I'm aware he's a dating coach. I'm aware he's married. I'm not attracted to him in the fucking least. I also hope he never sees this. However, we were going to a bar over in Scottsdale and I forgot my license. Now, I look like a 12-year-old. So he's like, okay, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna pretend we're married. You forgot your license. So he grabbed me by the hand, ran me up to the bouncer, was like, hey, this is my wife. We're in town from Jersey. Here's my license. I swear she was born in '86. And mind you, this interaction was no more than like 10 to 20 seconds and the bouncer let us in. But from that moment, I literally said to myself like, oh my God, I think I want to fuck him. Because again, it wasn't a rational thought. It was an override from my emotions and my instincts in that moment saying, oh my God, let's procreate. He's leading us to pound down procreation down. So it's not enough to just make her feel connected and make her laugh. You have to move things forward to create an us because biologically we all feel that intrinsic need to move forward when we feel connected and enjoy being with somebody that we're, you know, could be a significant other because we're attracted to that gender or sex or whatever. Now, I promised a bonus one for the guys who have a girl that you're not making much headway with her. Maybe she's even pulling away already. Or maybe you're very aware that she's talking like 40 dudes already because she matches with everybody. It happens. So this bonus tip came about after I had already written my notes because I got an email from a former client this morning talking about he lost out on a girl because he finally decided to finally tell her that he had feelings for her. Worst fucking thing you can do, by the way. So many guys think that like, let me just do all these things for her and keep doing all these things and eventually she will be mine. Even if she hasn't done fuck all for him along the way of him doing fuck all for her. Here's the thing, you want her to be obsessed with you, and I talk about this in The Only Time It's Okay to Chase a Girl video that I did, is you have to pull away and give her space to be in that love bucket. I forget what video I talked about it in, but we have this love bucket where when two people come together, there's a bucket where we should fill it 50-50. Sometimes somebody puts 80% in, so that person can only add 20%. And sometimes it's the other way around. However, you need to give her the space to add to the love bucket. Cause fuck it, why are you putting more in than she is? So if you're not making any leeway, you have to pull away and give her the space to be there. Whether it means silence on your end, whether it means no more good shit that you're gonna be doing for her, whether it means completely removing your presence altogether and talking to other women who actually want to love bucket fuck it with you. You have to give her the time to be the one, to be the first one to text you, to be the one who's chasing you. It has to be equal. And if she doesn't reciprocate, you have to disappear completely. Because we women will chase after men who live for themselves. It is not a selfish thing to put yourself first and go after the things you want. It's not a selfish thing to respect yourself first and pull away from somebody who is not giving in return. The second you realize that is the second we're gonna look at you and be like, wait a minute, like I had this awesome guy who like really wanted me and now he doesn't want me? Now I want him. Again, this is what my entire Speak to Spark arousal system is about. So, If you know you need a little extra push in this department and really do want women obsessing over you for once, check it out now at speaktosparkarousal.com. Thanks for watching as always, guys, and I'll see you next time.